Every time companies are talking about well-being initiatives, my first question is always, what have you done to the workforce that now you need a well-being initiative? And as an employee, you should have the exact same very first question. Why? What did you do to me that now I need a well-being initiative? But the problem is that employers will never sort employees' well-being and mental health out. Never. And here is why. 99% of the time, your well-being and mental health is impacted by the environment that you are in. So if we imagine that employees are going to meditate themselves out of dysfunctional workplaces, well, then go ahead and do the well-being initiatives. But if your well-being initiative is focused on fixing the environment, now we can have a conversation. But even that is extremely tricky because it is extremely complex. So let's dive in. Let's say you have created a fantastic work environment where people love to go to work, which is great, fantastic. That's what you should be aiming for with your well-being initiatives, nothing else. Unfortunately, urbanization is highly linked to mental health issues. Just look at our lifestyle. We spend our lives in concrete blocks and glass buildings, completely removed from nature, and we expect not to have any impact on us. Studies are increasingly focusing on the effects of urbanization on mental health, and they found that social disparities, social insecurity, pollution, and the lack of contact with nature are some of the recognized factors affecting urban mental health. So basically, we are not different to wild animals that are in captivity. As a result, we engage in weird and dysfunctional behaviors, but that's just nature is calling us. We are so intuitive, we know that, but hey. So as long as we are living and functioning in unhealthy environment like cities, completely removed from nature, or workplace environment that are dysfunctional, no well-being agenda is going to solve for that unless it includes a healthier environment. Several studies have shown, and I'm going to show you the video at the end, that people who work outside, who work with their hands, and they produce some sort of value for others in society are the happiest. Just look at the nature of our jobs in these corporations. They certainly don't include you being outside. You don't actually need to do anything with your hands apart from moving that computer mouse. And the value that it provides to others in society is highly questionable because we know the data on employees' rating of the value that their position brings to the organization. It's extremely low. So the question remains, what have we done to the workforce or the people that now we need worldwide employee well-being initiatives? It's complex and it's not always the employer who is at fault. We are placed in unhealthy environments, cities and offices. So how can we solve for that? For that we can't. What we can maybe do is start the conversation with that. Because once we acknowledge that we are operating in an unhealthy environment, from then onwards, we can fix the problem or mitigate for the problem, not fix. And as for employers, if you have a dysfunctional or toxic workplace, fix that because that's your employees' environment and they cannot meditate themselves out of it. Enjoy the video.
Study that came out which showed the happiest people, what profession they're in, and the most depressed people. The happiest were farmers.
Really?
They were the happiest people. And then I believe the least happy were like lawyers, people who like work kind of office jobs.
And probably massive hours too.
Yeah,
That's
but the theory was like the people who, and I'm forgetting the others that were at the top, but the theory was that like people who are more working with their hands, they're outside, they're actually doing something of value, that those are the people who are happy.